So what's up, you guys? You're welcome to the Pop Culture Parrots. Please do not forget to like, to subscribe, to turn on your post notifications so you get notified each time that I post. So let's get right into it. So if there's one thing you can take away from Cardi, it's audacity. Like the audacity on this woman bamboozles me every time. I am actively gagged every single time the topic of how much audacity she has to talk about certain things. Because of all people, and when I mean all, of all artists, including Millie and Vanilli, to the inclusion of Millie and Vanilli, to talk about anybody's writing, to talk about anybody using ghostwriters, it's Cardi. Cardi wants to have an opinion on ghostwriting and having people write your songs and write your raps. Like I said earlier, the audacity in this woman gags me. And of all people that she decides to talk about your penmanship or penwomanship, it's Nicki. Nicki, who the greats, who Kanye, Drake, Wayne, Eminem would tell you writes her own raps. Here comes Cardi, one album Cardi, to talk about. Listen to this ish, man.
Argue, bitch. You can't even fucking argue, bitch. I'm fucking chewing you the fuck up. You expect me to believe that you write your own raps, bitch, and you can't even go toe to toe with me, bitch? I'm violating you right now, bitch, and you don't even know what the fuck to say. I was arguing with a rapper, bitch, and I told her that shit. Like, it's like, bitch, you can't even argue, bitch. You expect me to believe you write your own rap, bitch, and you don't even know what the fuck to say, bitch? Look at you stuck, bitch. I eat you the fuck up in a booth. Let's go to a booth, bitch. I really did told that to a bitch. I got it on record and everything. I recorded it and everything.
And everyone is like, there's no way. Like, there's literally no way. Like, you could find a million other things to use to drag Nicki, but it would never be Nicki's pen because anyone who's familiar with rap and hip hop knows this already that Nicki's pen is not to be played with. And if you listen to Nicki, you would know that she writes her own raps, and that's without question. And she has put such an emphasis on writing her own raps that even the people who try to come out to say that Nicki doesn't write her own raps, example Safari Samuels, they all doubled back. They literally all doubled back. They had to come back. Safari apologized to Nicki. Anybody, anybody that said they rose for Nicki, they always come back to say the truth because it doesn't ever add up. It literally quite never adds up. And everyone is trying to comprehend what's happening because even if even if anybody was to falsely accuse Nicki of not writing her raps, Cardi is not the messenger to send. Like she could never be the messenger to send to convey that message. Never. She could never be the messenger to send. Because explain to me why, for example, your fans are excited about your album because you and your ghostwriter were spotted in the same hotel. So they're excited that you're working on new music because you carried your ghostwriter along with you, and now you want to shade someone else, someone who obviously writes her own raps. And everyone hit Cardi with the diss you.
What time is Party coming back?
He should be back.
Is Offset really gonna write that Maroon 5?
I don't know.
But you have the instrumental, right?
This was all the way back in 2017, mind you. Cardi was on IG Live and a friend was in the background. In my opinion, that friend was an op. A friend, a frop, friend plus op, was in the background asking, is Offset going to write that Maroon 5? And also asking when is Party coming back, aka Party Fontaine, her ghostwriter all the way back from 2017 till now. And it's like, I promise you, you're not the one to speak on Nicki. You're not the one. You're really not the one. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt since you did not call no names, but everything points to it being you talking about Nicki. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because you're not the one to speak on her or her penmanship. Sorry, sorry. Anyways, here are the most streamed female rappers so far in 2025. Number one is Nicki with over 160 million streams. Number two is Doja, 149 million streams. We have Glorilla, Sexy Red, Doechii rather, then Sexy Red. And I'm super impressed with the new girls. Like, Glorilla is on a run. She's on such a nasty run. Doechii is one of the most talented female rappers we've seen in a good minute. In a very good minute, she's one of the most talented we've seen. And then we have Sexy Red. Sexy is sexy. Cardi and Megan are, however, notably missing from this list. And I genuinely wonder why. Because Megan dropped a lot last year. And I just wonder why. Really. Anyways, before we move on, if you made it this far, please do not forget to like, to subscribe, to turn on your post notifications so you get notified each time that I post. So moving on. So Complex has listed Cardi's second studio album as one of the 43 most anticipated albums of 2025. So do let me know if you're anticipating this album. They said it's probable to drop this year. So do let me know if you're anticipating this album because I know I am because I'm very curious and interested in what type of album takes 6 years to make. So Wendy Williams, who was reportedly diagnosed of dementia earlier this year, last year rather, apparently even with dementia still remembers Diddy's multiple sins and has recently addressed him in a new interview.
Wendy, you got fired from Hot 97 years ago because of Diddy. All these years later to see where Diddy currently is. What do you feel about that situation?
Right. Diddy will go to prison for life, people. You don't know things that I knew about Diddy back in the day. And you want to know what? It's about time, people. It is about time. Diddy done.
She's still got it.
Diddy done, do-da day.
How you doing?
See, she still got it. Hey.
Wendy.
Oh my God.
The queen has spoken. There you have it.
That's right. This is just the first step of many.
Let me just say this. Free Wendy. And I feel like 2024 was the time we really needed Wendy the most. We needed her raw and unadulterated commentary so much last year. Because if Wendy will do one thing, she's going to clock T, especially with the whole Diddy Jay-Z situation. I think we really needed Wendy so much last year. We needed her so much last year, but I'm super glad she's getting better. And yeah. Anyways, moving on. The vibes are still on Doechii's neck. Still on Doechii's neck. And this time it's apparently because she has refused to acknowledge Nicki's influence in her music. So basically, Doechii did an interview recently and she was asked who was her or who were her inspirations for her mixtape Alligator Bites Never Heal. And she went on to name a lot of artists, including Lauryn Hill. And fans could not help but notice that she did not mention Nicki's name, especially when Doechii has been on Nicki's D for the longest. And people are speculating it's because Nicki turned down a collab, Doechii then unfollowed her and stuff. But I guess we'll never know. We'll genuinely never know.
So who are some of those artists that are kind of key just to this project, not even just to your development as a human, but just this project?
I have no problems talking about that because I love talking about it. A lot of my inspirations when I was making this project, that feeling that I got when I listened to my first Outkast album, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, how she was singing and rapping and the topics that she was discussing between romance and self-introspection and things
and
like that.
And hard too, still
you know,
bars.
still hard.
yeah.
Inspired me a lot.
And everyone is like, we can swear we hear the Nicki inspiration. Like there are even lyrics that Doechii would say that are basically Nicki bars reconstructed. Literally basically Nicki bars that reconstructed. And I wish I could attach them to this video, but because of the copyright claims, but there are so many Doechii lyrics that basically she would take a 2009 Nicki bar and put her own Doechii twist to it. So her not to mention Nicki to some people was absolutely insane. Especially when she has mentioned Nicki as her number one inspiration before. So to go from all that number one inspiration to not mentioning her at all was just sus.
That's why I did it that way. And I also just like have a lot of Eminem influence, that Slick Rick, even like Nicki Minaj, the way she animates her voice to just evoke an emotion. So that was what that was.
My top 3 females right now. Onika number 1. Onika Tanya Mirage. Then number 2. Who's number 2? Who's number 2 under Onika right now? Right now. Artists, not rappers? Onika. I don't know. Onika. I want to say Beyonce. Because you said artist. Onika, Beyonce, Doja, New Generation. Pull up in the gangsta automobile, with a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka. No, like, to be on my team, you gotta be a barb. Like, mandatory. You think you could finish? Do you think you could finish a lyric? Ooh, from that verse? Okay, no, check me out. I'm gonna test you. You ready? No. I'm gonna go. You got it? You got it? You got anything? Anything. They could never make me hate you. Even though what you were doing wasn't. Come on now. Hold on. Okay, let's restart. You want to do another one? Let's start easy. Okay. Come on, easy. This one is for the boys with the booming system. When he come up in the club. Okay, one more. I'm gonna try it again now. Okay. They could never make me hate you. I don't even know what song. Wasn't tasteful. Even though you're out here looking so grateful. I'm gonna keep it moving. Be classy and graceful. What song is that? Pills and potions.
So I do think it's a little weird, the transition sort of, but I think I said in an earlier video that I feel so strongly that Doechii was given a choice. So pick between being pushed by her label or Nicki Minaj. And this may be controversial, but if you have to choose between Nicki and being able to put food on your table, choose yourself. I promise you that Nicki will be fine. With or without, Doechii is not affecting Nicki's career in any way. So if she has to choose between Nicki and feeding herself and her family, I tell her to pick herself every single time. But that's just my theory. So do let me know if you think the vibes are feeling entitled or if you think Doechii is being super sus. Because I honestly don't know. I don't have an opinion on this. I really don't. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Please don't forget to like, to subscribe, to turn on your post notifications so you get notified each time that I post. Goodbye.